Oh, I've been pronouncing it all wrong. Is Revachol. And I didn't get the pronunciations of those other two things, but hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to Disco Elysium, where I have actually not finished my little job for placements here. Because I kind of neglected to actually find the entity, as she called it. So we're going back in real quick. Actually, you know what? We're going to go back the other way. Because I imagine I'll get the same results, ultimately. I'm also curious what the reward is. I'm hoping, and this is slightly unlikely, that it's about 120 real, perhaps? Maybe? Speaking of which, I'm wondering if... It might be in my best interest to go back to that apartment with Kim now? I'm not sure. I'm unclear. But maybe, well, also possibly not. I don't know. Oh, actually, you have more details for me, don't you? Access the harbor, ask for Evart Claire's help. Yeah, okay. We're closing the trash. Wait. Oh, I actually probably definitely should do that. That's a fair point. I didn't actually consider. But yeah, if we found the guy's clothes in the trash, then someone had to put it there, so... Huh. I should have done that earlier. There's a... Well, that's the staircase we came from. Where's the... Those voices I heard, maybe it's the malignant entity? Placent said it lives in the chimney. You're right, the rooms do look like they're connected, but malignant entities don't exist. He's not the supernatural kind. Always has to be the skeptic, this man. Kick it with your foot. Ow! I need to stop kicking things. It is not a good decision. I don't know how this helps me, but... Yes, smear your hands with coal. A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Maybe you could paint something with this coal. Leave a cave painting for future archaeologists. No, that would be even... That would be stupid. I'm sorry. I've improved my chances by kicking the furnace. Brilliant. Oh. Another pathetic yelp sounds off into the vast darkness of the chimney. You're a little embarrassed you produced it. Fine, leave. Might as well boop, boop. Alright, well, that was a waste. Is the way up then here? I mean, one would assume. Please go up. There we go. We got there eventually. Just took some time. How? I say. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. What was that? Does someone live here? I mean, yes, clearly, obviously. Postcard La Delta 51. Explain? Sunlight's made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes, overhead the ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist, vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. Okay. It might be just vendor junk? I don't know. We don't really have vendors, do we? Weird. An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here. Hello, I yelled, but it didn't work. Again, your voice becomes a raspy croak mid-sentence. It's silent in the abandoned office building. No one answers you. Sire, may we suggest something? Think of the yelling into the furnace... Oh my. Think of the yelling into the furnace as a grand performance. Use your chest voice, not your head voice. Sing from the diaphragm. Perhaps it's not such a bad idea. Try it again, son. I mean, sure. We will attempt it, I guess. I don't know what the smearing my hands with coal dust did. I am unclear on what we have accomplished here. But apparently I need to actually yell up there in order to actually speak with this entity. And by entity, of course, we mean, I assume, homeless person who took up residence here? Could it be one of the game developers? That'd be actually very interesting. Sing from the diaphragm. Could you never do that again? Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly ceases. Then... Hello? You've awakened the entity. I summon the ghost of this doomed commercial area. Answer me, spirit!
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't see you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
Thank you. You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside. Thanks, Kim. Just let me lead on this. Don't worry, I'm a great negotiator. You know, for certain values of great. Actually, question, how much... Oh, I'm very close to leveling up. Very close. Interesting. I wonder if I should put some more points in up here. Like, maxing it out is probably a bad idea, but on the other hand... Hum. Tell me about shivers real quick. Shivers comes when the temperature drops and you become more keenly aware of your surroundings, enables you to hear the city itself truly belong to the streets. It's a supernatural ability. Old wrongs play out in present time, scenes across the city happen in front of you, but who is speaking to you? Curious. I could definitely go with more savoir-faire. Well, anyway. We'll debate that matter in the future, when it actually matters. For now, yeah, we'll just keep going on. What do we got? Ooh. Hey, look at that. Trays full of dice, colorful polyhedral dice, hundreds of them. Candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. You make dice?
Hello, I'm Nia.
Novelty dice maker. Hello, I'm Niha. A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools, with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window?
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my milieus. Yes, she taps on her headphones.
So what kind of die are you
looking for? Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching. You know what? I absolutely should. Hold on, what do you mean by milieus? Yes, a milieu is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. A milieu. I'm mispronouncing that somehow. She pats the headphones on the table.
Mostly,
they just teach you to swear in different languages, but some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed I must have missed you knocking. Oh, so it's like a...
I must have missed you knocking.
Kind of like a stream or an educational thing? I'm unclear. I used to know what a milieu, or milieu, whatever, was. I know that word. I don't know how I know that word. I mean, probably from a vocabulary lesson years and years ago, but I don't know that it had, well, unimportant at the moment. You must have confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
How did you get inside?
And how'd you get inside? By the south entrance? She blinks. You know what? Doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind? Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice
I'm a novelty dice maker, she says. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make you the die you need. That's why you're here, yes? Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident, does that count? I actually do like role-playing games, and I don't really need some dice. Ooh. I mean, Maybe, I'm not really sure why I'm here, honestly.
How strange.
How strange, she says. Well, if you're interested, my rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use. The wall around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals. Almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shelves like stalagmites. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need. Yeah, how? What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags? Nothing really, I didn't know him. Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. I mean, I'm more concerned with the dead body right now. The lieutenant looks at his notebook and then the woman under the large window. Your window looks directly into the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening? I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. Shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. What do you mean by daily ruckus? Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. She stops to try and come up with an example. During daytime, there are usually those kids, and lately I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire. She looks up at the window. Pale light comes in, but I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. And you never took your eyes off your work to look out the window? I might have, she admits, but in this case all I could have seen would have been my own reflection staring back from the darkness. Terrifying, but yes. It's light here, but dark in the yard at night. Makes sense. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. Understood. Do you often work Sunday nights? It's an odd profession, making dice for people. I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home. I see. Thank you for your answers. She nods. Anything else, officer? You know what? How'd you become a dice maker? How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field, with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Do you like role-playing games yourself? Not especially. I like working with rare materials and steady pay. And role players as customers, they're nice people. Some of those nice people have big bucks to spend on novelty items. Hey, where are we anyway? What is this place? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know, but... Look. She looks at the ruddy bricks that make up the walls. Even though they've been repainted here, there are still signs of coal black soot here and there. I'm sorry, I saw something pop up there. I didn't get a chance to read it, because I was just busy reading this. I'm gonna hope that that's in my journal. Anyway, but when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus. Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse. Creative. The lieutenant looks around in the spacious room, its ceiling fading into shadows above. Do you know what happened to the other tenants? Everything else is gone. Everyone else, rather. More or less, she adjusts the yellow scarf that covers her hair. Are you interested in anyone specific? Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind. What happened in the gym? It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemipetep's Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youths away from drugs and crime. And it was Artemitep? Yes. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back. Maybe that's what Kuno needs. Community-centered boxing club. Kuno. Her eyes narrow in the dim light. Who's Kuno? Indeed, who is Kuno? Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, he's definitely a little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies. Oh, yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. She looks out the window. It's oddly quiet there at the moment. I think it'll take more than a gym to help that kid. Yeah, but how did that community project work out? Clearly it didn't. Indeed, it did not. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martin days even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines. Sorely full of that, no one would store their drugs like that. Eventually, the coalition took away the funding, and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Used to be a hair salon here, right? Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando, or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that the working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word. A bit of experimenting every now and then isn't bad. Agreed, but, well. Really, genderless haircuts. I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even from... Wow. What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? Customers should have been more open-minded. Guess it just wasn't the time yet. She tucks a strand of hair under the headscarf. I have been slurring my words recently. I need to work on that. I can speak the English language. Honestly, I can. It's the only language I can speak. Besides a bit of Spanish and some... I guess programming languages aren't really spoken, but anyway. What's up with the broken windows? Oh, this one's a mess, she sighs. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milieus. Who would have guessed? Ew. What's a snuff milieu? And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. Yeah, I don't want to know, but I do want to know, but I don't want to know because I think I know. Cool, very cool about the debris, but what's a snuff milieu? It's a sub-rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it. Yep, figured. Nothing changes in her tone as she says that, as if it's just another piece of information to lay out for the world. Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-rosas. The lieutenant turns to you. This isn't our problem. I think it is, but sure. Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. Then she lets the thought go. Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around. Even Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist. No, he mostly just did drugs. Creepy mannequins? Used to be a fashion atelier here, but I've forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came. I didn't know insects had any rights, or activists. Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection they used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetles' wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin suppliers, which of course caused the prices to skyrocket. Bugs don't feel anything! They inherently don't feel things! That's why it's okay to... Oh my god. Ugh. And naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Yeah, but insects don't have any brains or feelings. Actually, insects do have brains, she corrects you, but yes, I understand what you're saying. I think the protesters took it a little too far. As she shifts around, you notice several dead flies on the windowsill in front of her. Legs up, they're not moving. Yeah, why do flies do that? I've seen that happen around here too, but anyway. What's with the rotor blades and the skis? I'm actually very curious about that one. They're made by a company called Slipstream after they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis. Aha! That's insane. Their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. She rests her chin on her hand with an impish smile. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tolula or Tiomutiri or Kashtkor or wherever he is. Interesting. What are these? I mean, I know why he hasn't been arrested. This is clearly a lawless capitalist area. But, yeah, what do these transmissions say? The usual, I imagine, that he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns. Her smile widens before she sees the lieutenant's face behind you. Men like that are a curse. The man is stern. Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All the remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around the house. Not much use now, I guess. They're just props. Why return them? Maybe you can make a sword out of one. No, wait, forget it. It would take too long. Yeah, there was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar. Explain? Oh boy, the fabled Revachol Ice City. You're in for a treat here. She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas. Indeed, what were the other ideas? Alright, what about them? There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter, with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing. She leans back, disapproving. Frittata does the same thing. I know a girl just like that. She works in Frittata. Or Fritte. Sorry. Fritte with 2 T's, not Fritte with 3 T's. Oh, typos here. As a cashier, and she's not particularly friendly. Can't say I blame them for that one. Employing sulky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-rated girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. Because that's what happened with Revachol Ice City. And they already had the bear. She closes her eyes as if remembering something painful. What about the bear? The bear, she repeats, pressing thumbs into her temples like trying to suppress a headache. Didn't work out? Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol Ice City lost a price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents apiece out of regular fridges. It's the market doing its job. I mean, I'm sure the bear was doing its best, damn it. I killed the bear. You did what? She rolls her swivel chair an inch closer to you, unsure whether she heard you right. I had to kill the bear to become the bear. Actually, yes. I unplugged the fridge to help Revachol Ice City cut their losses. Of course they left it plugged in. Even in death, the bear is costing them money. The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He calls it Megatherion. Megatherion? Actually, what's a vision beast? It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life, by telling you to do more drugs mostly. I don't have a comment on drugs. Understandable, you shouldn't do them, nods the dice maker. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. She seems almost sad, finishing the story. Some dust beams swirl in the afternoon air. Her eyes follow it idly. Yeah, about that strange machine, though. Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. Closes her eyes as some remnant of a memory lights up her face. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once I even saw 2 of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. I don't know how to pronounce that particular A. Wirral? That's understandable. Fantasies are serious things. The mind is the drawing board of history. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. What do you mean liberal? What happened? The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. What went wrong? Well, I did hear them talking at times. She looks at the hallway, as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break. They seem to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. She sounds almost mocking when she says that. From what I've seen so far, the project did look quite impressive. Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and show up to work on time. Yeah, that's too bad. I would have supported them. The project looked great. Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings. She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic desk. The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes like snowfall. Anything else? I don't remember doing this. I found the building's intercom, apparently, but it's not working. Oh right, she rubs her forehead. Her scarf has left a faint line on her dusky skin. Hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of the doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion. So you're telling me that you have a doorbell there. Which one? The one with an empty name card. It's the last one on the list. As I said, it's quite useless right now. Doesn't work yet. A few more questions about the building? Oh, do I have more questions about the intercom? No. I wonder, can I ask? Oh, I can go through my other options again. Yeah, what about the fact that it's illegal to run off with a company's money like that? Sure, it's illegal, but it's not exactly anything extraordinary in business. Besides, Slipstream is history now. All the remaining assets got seized by bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why the skis and blades are still lying around. Yeah, I mean, but... Actually, I had other questions. I heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area? I've heard the stories. She nods as the wind howls in from the furnace shaft above. I don't think those stories are true. Plaisance is the one who sent me. She's convinced that the place is swarming with malicious energies. Yeah, all those companies seem to die because of, reasonable things, frankly. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? She raised her brows. I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow? Yeah. Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has exploited her own daughter to keep the company going. Alright, but it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the Whirling in Rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex. Hold on, the Whirling is part of the doomed commercial area? You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. Haha! Yes, I mean, the Whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off, and the customers have trouble paying bills. I'll say this is a separate building. The malicious energies can't reach there. And then there's me, she sighs, looking at her messy work table. All kinds of tools lie there scattered, from knives to carving files to wire cutters. Been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million real business idea, yet somehow I've survived, despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it? Maybe it's just because she's so talented she's been able to woo the curse. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse. I was just about to ask. She leans forward in her chair to study your face. What do you think? Do you think the curse is real? Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest. I'm sorry to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Exactly, she pinches the root of her nose. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today? Why hasn't her business failed? Actually, I had other questions. Yeah, I was thinking about shivers before, but yeah, let's give this a shot. You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here. Start taking off your clothes. You need to connect. Maybe not. Maybe not. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Now my question is... Actually, reaction speed? Tell me about this. The agility of your body and your mind, its instinct enables you to dodge punches, knives, and bullets. Also sucker punches of the verbal kind. You'll be more streetwise, never lost for words or lacking a witty comeback. Your mental alacrity will let you connect little details on the fly, working in tandem with your intellect skills. You see, that makes that, If this is gonna complement my intellect skills, that might be absolutely... I don't know. I feel like this might be a good option, but then also endurance is an option. I don't know. What should I spend my skill points on? I wish I knew better. Hand-eye coordination would be nice. Yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna be shooting many things. I will put this in I don't know. I will think on this for now. Actually, I really like... Yeah. I do like Inland Empire. Empathy is useful. Reaction speed might be useful as well, though. Yes. I've made this decision. Reaction speed, you are my next thing I want to max out. How do I get out of here? I have forgotten how to leave. I think it's this way. Oh god, it's 6 o'clock? No, 5. Almost 6 o'clock. Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, well let's talk with Plaisance. Because I presume it's now time. Because we have spoken with the entity. Who is not an entity, actually just a nice lady. Plaisance! Let me shine this light right in your face. No, wait. Turn around. Yes. Right in her face.
What have you found?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Neha, and she's a novelty dice maker. Novelty dice maker? Her eyes widened. Well, spit it out. What did she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman, like you. I don't understand. If it's not here, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse? The narrative she built herself, it does need tearing down. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. Tell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire. She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. The woman scoffs at you with an audible snort. Too many inconsistencies? What kind of talk is that? Good luck persuading her. Some people can rationalize anything. As I said, she's a novelty dice maker. Her business has been up and running for a long time now. Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse. Red blotches appear on her skin. I see you fallen over for her manipulation, detective. The investigation's over. I just hope you haven't made anything worse by going in there. She tucks the pen away in her blouse and concludes, thank you for nothing. Please do buy some books or be on your way. Wow, total psychic collapse between you two right now. There's never any way this could have gone. She's just too far gone into her own mind. I'm sorry, we had to disappoint you, ma'am. He turns to you. Can we go now? Kim? If the autosave hadn't done... I have some older saves, though. I'm somewhat tempted to do it, but no. I'm going to stick with my decisions, whether they are the right one or not. I could have predicted that that would have turned out that way, though. I should have fed into her delusions a bit more. Well. Shame. Could have gotten paid, but got a bunch of experience, so... I'll call that good. Even if it really isn't. I have... Oh yeah, I forgot about that pile of Eternite stuff. And I have to speak with Kuno anyway, so... Back into here, I suppose. But for now, thank you for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye!